gosh. Okay, let's move on with the rest of our program here. We have Daisy from Washington, Seattle, wants to talk to us about allegedly Ian's debate with Jordan Peterson. Or did that happen, or is this something you want to see happen, Daisy? I haven't heard of this. If this did happen.
Okay, it did happen. There's a channel called Jubilee, and
he was. Wait, I've been seeing everybody talk about that Jubilee video. Is allegedly Ian in that? I haven't actually watched it.
He was.
Oh, that's awesome! That's so cool. I love that for him.
Yeah, he went face to face with Jordan Peterson, and I don't know if you know much about Jordan Peterson, but he was doing the Jordan Peterson.
Wait, Eli, oh my God. Eli's reminding me. Wait, did we have a conversation about it on the show? I don't even remember that we did, that he talked about. Wow. Okay. I'm misremembering. Man, my memory's shit these days. I literally just talked to allegedly Ian.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay. That's okay. It was before the show. That's why he was talking. I was like, I don't remember talking about that on air, but yeah. Okay. I think we did talk about that. Thanks. See, Eli's fact checking hard today. Oh my God. No, I know way too much about Jordan Peterson. That's my problem. Yeah. I know about like his weird kids book that he wrote one time. I know about the dreams that he had about doing stuff with his grandma. I know way too much, like I said. So none of them good things. But anyway, what were you going to say, Daisy?
He did like the all. Oh, I was just going to say that. Allegedly Ian did like an amazing job at dismantling this person, and Jordan Peterson proved himself to be yet again the master of dodging the question in an unjustifiable way. Like every single time he was asked something, like he would be asked a question. He would ask him a question like, do you think that the morality of the Bible is correct or something like that? And he would be like, what do you mean by morality? He would never answer the question directly. And, his question on the Jubilee that Ian came up and very, very fast. Like in Jubilee, the format is that the contestants have to like run to the chair and touch it first. And Ian absolutely sprinted to the chair when this question was asked.
That's so funny.
The question was atheists accept Christian morality but deny the religion's foundational stories. That was what Jordan Peterson asked. And then he was surrounded by 20 atheists, and they were supposed to say originally the title of the video was like 20 atheists versus 1 Christian. But there's all this drama about how like Jordan Peterson went in there and said like, oh no, I'm not a Christian. Like, no, I'm not necessarily a Christian, not necessarily not a Christian, or this kind of thing. And he actually got them to change the title of the video to like 20 atheists versus Jordan Peterson.
Yes.
Not versus a Christian.
I did hear that. That happened. Yeah, that video's popped up on my recommended, and I've seen some people talk about it. I'll be honest, Jubilee videos, they make me so unreasonably frustrated that I haven't watched some in a while, because it's like, the last one I watched was that doctor guy talking about the COVID vaccinations and stuff. And I was just so upset at that video that I could and that's what they're designed to do, right? Like, it's the format. I get it. But I was like, oh, if this makes the atheist community look bad, that's just going to make me even more mad. So I haven't watched it yet, but maybe I should watch it now since allegedly Ian is in that video. That's so funny.
The only two that I would recommend is there is that one. You should watch that one. I think it is really good because there was actually there was a lot of like really good atheists on there. There was some bad ones, but not bad ones, but like people that couldn't really represent.
Yeah.
I mean, atheists are all different, so like you can't judge like based on just being an atheist. Like everybody has different senses of morality, of course. But there was the other one that I would recommend is the one with Sam Cedar. That was a really good one. It was 20.
Yeah, I've seen that one too.
Cedar.
Right. Yeah, I've seen that one.
I thought that one.
And yeah, that one was a pretty good one. I guess maybe that one did come out the doctor one. Maybe I have seen. Yeah, I don't know. It's been a while, but like I kept hearing about that Jubilee video. That sounds pretty good. I wish Jubilee asked me to come on. I go talk to him. Let's see what's up.
Yeah,
But
let's make this a thing.
that's what I'm saying. Who's got connections? Somebody hook me up. Maybe I gotta ask Ian about it. But I don't know. They probably
because you got his number, right?
I mean, he's been. I have his contact information. He's been on the show, so yeah, maybe I need to. I don't know. The thing is, Daisy, I don't want to be that guy.
All of us, every single one of us atheist activists know each other. We all hang out at the same street
There's always a
corner.
couple degrees of separation,
Yes.
and for me especially, because the conceit of this show is that we always usually try to have guests. So I've just talked to a lot of people, and I never, people ask me, hey, do you know someone? Can you get me in touch? And sometimes I do it, but it's always kind of annoying. And then I got to be that guy sometimes where it's like, hey, I saw you had that person. Can I get it? So it's all incestuous. It's all kind of like that. So maybe I see what's up. I tried to, maybe I shouldn't tell that story. Actually, I don't know. I know somebody who knows the voice actor for Goku. And I've asked them several times if we could get Goku on the show because he's been on another call-in show. But anyway, we have a super chat, $5 Canadian from the Joker as well. There's a face on Uranus and you're covering it up. And once again, I didn't get, but reveal the truth to us now live on air. But there's a face on, we're covering it up. How do we reveal the truth on that? I don't know. Hey, everybody, there's a face on Uranus and we're covering it up. There we go. I guess I revealed the truth. Fun facts. Let's see. Fun facts. The specks on strawberries are single seeds called achenes. Achenes? Achenes. I think that's achenes.
Like they're individual organisms. Like the seeds on strawberries are actually like little tiny bugs.
They're tiny bugs? Don't tell me that. Oh, no. That's a negative fact. I don't like that. I'm going to do another fact to cover up the negative fact. Lemons float in water, but limes sink. So there you go. There's a fact for you.
That's weird.
Yeah. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, Daisy, what were you going to say?
I only had a couple more things to say. The other one was the thing that Ian was arguing, which I thought was extremely good. And he like, you have to watch at least a clip just with Ian in it because he like really like rapid fire just made so many amazing arguments right in Jordan Peterson's face. His first argument was that to the question, right, he asked, atheists accept Christian morality but deny the religious foundational stories, which is so problematic. But Ian responded first off. He said God condones people as property. He condones genocide. He cited the Bible, like he cited the verses in which God supposedly does those things, and then he asked, "Are those things in line with Christian ethics?" And of course, Jordan Peterson was like, "No," but he's trapped in a box at that point, right?
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me because Matt Dillahunty did a debate with Jordan Peterson. And I've seen Matt's other debates, and I gotta say, to Matt's credit, his debate with Jordan Peterson, in my opinion, is the best one I've seen from him because I think he really nailed Jordan Peterson to the wall with that exact same thing that you're talking about, because Jordan Peterson is the most wiggly wobbly person who will say he's a Christian, but he doesn't define what that means. And for a guy who rants about postmodernism, he has the most postmodern take on Christianity you could possibly hear because he doesn't have that foundations. I don't know if it's a lack of knowledge of theology, right? I mean, I know he has these lectures that go on and on about like Jungian symbolism and stuff, but like that's not Christianity, right? So does he have a sincere belief that a Jewish carpenter rose from the dead 2,000 years ago and saved humanity? I honestly don't think he can intellectually defend that. And so he doesn't really conceive his religion that way, even though like that is what Christianity is, right? At least to most of us. So yeah, I don't know. That doesn't surprise me that he would be that way. So
his wife is devoutly Catholic. Is she not?
Maybe, I don't know.
I am pretty sure. I am pretty sure that she had a regression from cancer and attributes it to a miracle from God and is a devoutly Catholic. That's why when Peterson talks about this stuff and he denies it, it's really weird to me because his wife is so religious and so Christian.
Yeah, well, it's not weird to me. I mean, he has a fan base that's really into that. He's trying to play into it's a market that he's tapped into, and he's done lectures on the Bible. I've seen some of those.
See,
But
maybe that's why it seems weird to me because I couldn't morally do that. It would be weird for me to do that. That I would play to something, to a market instead of what I actually believed in.
yeah, well,
So that's
we
why
all
it
have to
seems
remember
weird to me.
that the reason why Jordan Peterson became famous in the first place is because of like anti-trans opinions in Canada and stuff, right? Like
There you
against
go.
the school systems and stuff there. So like, you know, he's never had the best intentions in mind, I think, for a lot of us. But no, I didn't like seeing that video too, because like, man, Jordan Peterson, are we still talking about this guy? Like, oh, he's back in the spotlight again, because inevitably there's going to be people that think he did amazing and stuff, right? So I don't know, Daisy. It's annoying, you know?
Well, yeah. But I think that like he did so poorly that I think that even if some of his own supporters would probably push back on a lot of the things, because his supporters are, you know who they are.
Yeah,
and they
right.
they are very convicted people. They have convictions, not convicted like in terms of jail, but like they have convictions.
Sure.
And I think a lot of what he did there with this sort of like sidestepping around every question that he was basically asked on the entire show, like it makes all of them look really bad. And if they don't necessarily recognize that, that's on them. But I think that a lot of them would recognize that even in the state of their propagandist minds that they feel those things in. And Ian brought up afterwards. He brought up the problem in the Bible about the Amalekites,
right,
and what was said about that. I'm not going to reference it here, but I'm saying,
teaching people about what the contents of their own religion, right? It's the classic, but effective atheist tactic in some ways. I think some people are real hyperbolic about it. I trust that Ian was probably a pretty descriptive of it. But yeah, if maybe there'll be more atheists because of a video like that. I don't know. That's why it's hard to criticize Jubilee, because it at least probably does open up some people to other perspectives. The problem is they do platform like a lot of I don't want Jordan Peterson to get more popular. Like I really don't. It's not in my best interest. It's not in a lot of people's best interest. So it is kind of I don't know. It's a catch-22. Either way, Jubilee makes the money, right? They bring in all the ad revenue and stuff. So
of course they do,
that's
but I think that Peterson was like really just tarred and feathered in this video, and
well, that's good to hear. That's worth celebrating.
I just wanted to give my applause to Ian, and because I was able to talk to him previously on the show, like I just wanted to give my thumbs up and my heart to out to him for going through that, because Jordan Peterson actually looked like this mean supervillain right at him, like literally 2 feet from his face, and that must have been hard to go through. So I'm really appreciative of that, and I won't take up any more time, but I just wanted to lay that on the line, or on the questions wanted.
Thanks, Daisy. Thanks for talking about that, because I've definitely seen that video. Have you seen that video, Kelly? Have you heard people talk about it? Because
I've heard a lot of talk about it. I'll be honest with you, I've purposely not watched it.
Yeah,
because I don't want to give Peterson any support whatsoever, so I purposely not watched it. But I've heard a lot of people are talking about it. Just within the last few days in the 24/7 AXP chat, it was quite the conversation on there. So,
well, Kelly, if you worry about not giving him views, there are websites that can take YouTube videos and you don't necessarily contribute to the YouTube video count. So
yeah, I get that. Yeah, I get
if
that.
that's your quandary, there's ways around that. For
Do
me,
you
I just
mean-
didn't want to have a bad day. You know what I
Do you
mean?
mean that technology has changed and gotten better in the last
I'm just
few
saying.
years?
I'm just saying. If your thing is I don't want to give people any more view counts, that's totally reasonable, and there's tools for that. There's tools
Yeah.
for that. So